Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to La Voix Domicile.
Welcome, man. If you haven't done so, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to comment at the end of this video. And like we always say, man, the more you guys show love, the more this video will continue to get to so many other people. And today, we're going to be covering what's going on in the world. United States is at war with Iran.
Time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the three key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime: Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan.
Very interesting. Was not expecting that to happen that fast. I know there has been a lot of things that have been happening recently. Israel fighting against Iran, threat against our president, and so on. But we don't know for sure. We don't have the right information whether it is Iran that's trying to or tried to assassinate our president.
Do you have intel that the assassination attempts on President Trump were directly from Iran?
Through proxies, yes. Through their intel, yes. They want to kill him. Look, he's enemy number one.
And unfortunately, we are in this situation now. Now we're in the war.
I just feel like Israel did instigate the fight, did instigate this conflict. And I feel like, just to be honest, it has been going on for a very long time. Why now they're going to say that Iran was trying to assassinate Donald Trump? It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense at all. And now what we did watch, actually, what we're going to be covering is Donald Trump just addressing the nation on what had happened, bombing some of the nuclear sites in Iran.
Yes, I do understand that the reason why the U.S. had to, the president had to take the decision to go bomb the nuclear site because they don't want Iran to have nuclear weapons. But when it comes down to assassination attempt, we really don't know. We don't know what happened. Nobody has ever come forward and told the American people exactly who was behind that.
Yeah. All right. So let's take a look and see what he had to say here.
Thank you very much. A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the three key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime: Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people, and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. I want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. We worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a long way to erasing this horrible threat to Israel. I want to thank the Israeli military for the wonderful job they've done. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight, and all of the United States military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisin-Kane, spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack. With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight, not even close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, what is your take on that speech?
There are a few keywords in terms of the reason why they had to bomb that nuclear facility. They didn't bomb people. They didn't attack. They did not bomb where the civilians live. They didn't. I don't even think they killed any military or any military personnel in Iran. It was just that specific infrastructure, that specific area that they had to bomb, because that area was used to make, to develop the nuclear weapons, according to the USA intelligence.
Yeah, I mean,
In Israel.
But you know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy that I always look back is when Tulsi, she did speak at the Senate and said that based on the American intelligence, Iran, they're not developing any nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
And then after that, Israel came about after actually attacking Iran just out of nowhere, saying that they attacked them because their intelligence did, discover that Iran were still trying to develop those nuclear weapons.
Correct.
And it's like so confusing to me. Like that's something I'm just trying to understand. Like just out of nowhere, a war just starts.
So I do understand that. In terms of Tulsi Gabbard, I think she changed her statement as well. Either yesterday or the day before yesterday, she did come out and said they actually were developing those. I did see a video where she was saying that they were developing the materials that makes the nuclear weapons. But there is another thing that Trump talked about regarding the reason why they had to go, and basically they want something really to change about Iran. They've been chanting death to America, death to Israel for quite some time, and the president did say that in his statement last night. So, there is, as much as I don't support, I really don't think it's the right thing in terms of having a war against Iran. I don't think it's good because it's going to cause more suffering again. More civilians.
Like what
more
used to
death.
happen to Afghanistan, Iraq, and
You can almost predict what's going to happen if really they go to war, if they decide to go to war.
yeah. Man, so here is another video where the Iran supreme leader, he was able to address, the United States. He said U.S. will suffer irreparable damage. Let's see what he had to say here.
Irreparable damage.
Yep.
They've made a grave mistake. They have committed a major crime and must be punished, and they are being punished. Right now, they are being punished. The punishment that the Iranian people and our armed forces have inflicted and are inflicting on this wicked enemy and will continue to do so in the future is severe. It is a harsh punishment and has weakened them. Even the fact that their American friends are stepping in and making statements is a sign of their weakness and incapacity. Recently, the President of the United States has started making threats. He was threatening us. He continues to threaten us, and with crude and unacceptable language, he is quickly demanding that the Iranian people come and surrender to him. When one sees these things, it is truly astonishing. First of all, threats should be made to those who are actually afraid of it. The Iranian nation has shown that it does not become fearful in the face of threats from those who threaten. Telling the Iranian people to come and surrender is not a reasonable statement. People of wisdom, those who know Iran, understand this. They know the Iranian nation. Anyone who knows the history of Iran would never utter such words. Surrender to what? The Iranian nation is not one to surrender. We do not attack anyone, and under no circumstances do we accept aggression from anyone, nor will we ever surrender to anyone's aggression. This is the logic of the Iranian nation. This is the spirit of the Iranian people. The Americans, those who are familiar with the politics of this region, know that America's involvement in this matter is absolutely to its own detriment. The damage it will suffer in this regard will be far greater than any harm that might come to Iran. If America enters this arena, if it takes military action here, the damage it will suffer will be irreparable. Without a doubt, the foolish and malicious attack by the Zionist regime on our country occurred while government officials were indirectly negotiating with the American side through intermediaries and individuals. At that particular moment in time, there was absolutely nothing whatsoever on Iran's part, from their perspective or actions, to genuinely indicate or suggest that any significant military action, aggressive maneuvers, or indeed any kind of harsh, decisive, or impactful move was actively taking place or was even being contemplated by them. From the beginning, it was suspected that the United States was also involved.
Man, this translator is going too fast. I don't even feel like he's saying the right.
Yeah, he's very dramatic for sure. He's dramatizing everything.
Yeah, I don't even feel like he was translating everything word for word because he's going faster than him.
Is it even a translator from Iran or what? What channel is that?
just-
TOI
I don't even know.
Television of India, I think. Whatever,
Yeah.
whatever it's called. Oh, okay.
But yeah, what is your take on that? Because man, like it sounds like this could actually result into civilians losing their lives.
Yeah, it's interesting how the supreme leader of Iran was actually talking about the people of Iran. Basically, he's saying that the people of Iran are being attacked, are the ones who are being attacked. So far, the U.S. government have only attacked the infrastructure, the facilities that those weapons were being made. They haven't attacked any civilians or any, the people of Iran as it was being stated in that video. Hopefully it doesn't get to that. We hope it doesn't go there. I mean, because it will be complete disaster. Now,
Yeah. It would be complete disaster. So Iran have actually been going forward to their allies such as Russia, China, and even a few other countries that they have good partnership with.
Right.
And those countries, Iran is asking them, what can we do? Because it seems like they're trying to, it seems like a World War III is about to start. The reason why it's about to start is because all these other countries who are Iran's allies, they're actually Americans' enemies. America and those countries do not get along, such as China, North Korea, and
Russia.
and those countries do have nuclear weapons,
Yeah.
so they're gonna go to them and say, we need your help. Do you think those countries will actually get involved in this conflict as well?
So far, I don't think so, because I think the Trump administration have been doing a good job in terms of creating a good, at least trying to create a good diplomatic relations with China and with Russia, mostly with Russia, and that is something that was missing within the past administrations from the American side. So I think the Trump administration has been doing a very good job in terms of diplomacy. Sure, there may still be a few things that are not going well between those countries, but I think the U.S. is actually talking to Russia and China right now, and so I don't think that will cause this may cause the World War III. It's what do I know?
It's possible.
I mean, we don't know anything, but in my in my opinion, I don't think that will happen.
Yeah. So Iran said we trust Russia always. U.S. is threat toward peace.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at what their, I don't know if that's their supreme, their supreme leader. I mean, that's not the supreme leader, but like their president or something.
Right.
But he had something to say about that.
Not in a position to reveal what we are going to do in response to what Americans did last night. I just talked about the fact that NPT failed to protect Iran from and its peaceful nuclear program, and this is a serious challenge.
Next, we'd like to take a question from IRIB. IRIB, if I can get a question from IRIB.
Yılmaz Parlar, Türker Gazete, Türkiye Cumhuriyeti'nde çıkan gazete.
I'm from a Turkic newspaper and also representing Net News Agency. It is indicated that China is supporting Iran. How do you evaluate its deterrence power vis-a-vis USA and Israel? And can we learn your expectations about your relations with the Russian Federation?
Well, there was a problem with the translation, or I think with the device, it doesn't work properly. I understood the last part of your question. Well, I'm going to Moscow this afternoon, and I have a meeting with President Putin tomorrow morning. Russia is a friend of Iran, and we enjoy a strategic partnership, and we always consult with each other and coordinate our positions. Russia has been a part and the participants of JCPOA, so they have been always a party to nuclear negotiations. And
yeah, because we're running out of time, but what is your take on it of them just going to Russia and trying to get Russia involved as well? I mean, that's where everything starts to get even worse.
Yeah, I think it's actually a few days ago, Putin, the president of Russia, did, according to our president Trump, he wanted to mediate. He wanted to basically be the peacemaker between Iran and Israel, and he talked to Trump about that. And Trump came, as you know, he came and talked about it, about what they talked about, and he stated that he told Putin to go mediate his own war, his own affairs, but he didn't say it in a bad way or in a, what do you call it, a disrespectful way. He, according to how the one of the ministers, I think one of the ministers of Russia was when he was asked about what Trump said by this news media, he kind of played it off a little bit. He said, we know how Trump is. He's unique. He's speaking his own unique way. And regarding the question you just asked me, I think, yes, I mean, they have to go to their partners. Russia is their partner. Russia is their allies, and they do some trade. And I think, as he said, it's a strategic partner in terms of whatever it might be, intelligence, military, or whatever, economy. So, yeah, they will go there, but I don't think that will change anything in terms of long term, because somehow Russia will have to speak with the U.S. They are speaking actually diplomatically, and they will have to see how they can resolve this without going too far. Now, again, as I said, what do I know? I don't know anything other than giving my perspective, my opinion on how I see things.
Right.
So we don't know what's gonna happen, but that's what I see right now.
Like we always say at the end of every video, we pray for peace, we pray for love, and the world to come together.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, we're just gonna wait and see. I mean, there's a lot of news that been coming through 24/7. A lot of propaganda news, a lot of so many different types of news that have been fed to the people. Yeah. And as you know, they are gonna try to put so much fear in American people, especially what happened in 9/11. What happened Pearl Harbor. They're gonna try to pull as much fear in the American people and see how they can manipulate them and just find that weakness, so that way maybe something may occur in that point. Other than that, man, if you guys haven't done so, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to comment below. Tell us what you think. Do you think we're going to World War III? Or do you think this conflict will be resolved in some time this week or
next month?
Next
maybe.
month.
Let's hope it happens as soon as possible, because again, the world has already seen enough disaster, enough damage. Too many people are dying all over the place.
Yes, sir. And thank you guys, and y'all have a wonderful day. Peace.
Peace.